Only 0.001% will see this. August 28th is not just another day. God is crying loudly today, not out of anger, but because He's terrified you'll scroll past this. My precious child, please listen closely. I have prepared something special, something heavenly, just for you, but I'm afraid you'll skip it. Comment Amen if you feel even a small pull in your heart. This is your divine sign. Before you move on, pause and look up at the heavens. This moment is not ordinary. The stars themselves aligned for you to see this today. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. But right now. I have spoken your name in rooms you've never entered. I have placed angels around you when you didn't even know you were in danger. And today, I weep, not because you failed me, but because I don't want you to miss this gift I've kept hidden for such a time as this. Like this video if you feel even a fraction of my presence right now. That tug you feel in your heart? That's me. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. You've been praying for a breakthrough, and now I'm trying to reach you before you give up. Don't ignore me. Don't say, "I'll check later." You may not realize it, but your next miracle is tied to what I'm revealing here. You've been asking, "God, do you even see me?" I see every tear you cry in the dark. I see the battles you don't tell anyone about. I see how you force a smile when you're breaking inside. And my child, I want to tell you something now, not through a prophet, not through a pastor, but directly from my heart to yours. You have not been forgotten. I've carved your name into my hand. Comment 1111 if you believe this moment was created just for you. You wonder why life has been so heavy lately. You ask, why do I keep fighting battles no one understands? It's because you are chosen. I don't allow ordinary storms for extraordinary children. I allow pressure when I'm preparing to launch something greater. Diamonds don't form in comfort, they form in crushing. And beloved, I know how crushed you've felt. But I promise, this is not how your story ends. There's something sacred about your struggle. Something holy about the tears that only I've seen. Every night you thought no one noticed, I was there beside you. Holding you. Singing over you. Protecting you. And though I didn't stop the pain, I've always planned to redeem every second of it. Nothing you've suffered will be wasted. Comment 222 if you trust that your pain has a purpose. There are angels standing beside you right now, even if your physical eyes can't see them. There are doors swinging open in the spiritual realm while you read this. You're not alone in this fight. Even Jesus, my son, cried out on the cross, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" But just because you feel forgotten doesn't mean you are. What feels like silence is often the setup for something supernatural. I need you to believe again. Believe like you did before the disappointment. Before the betrayal. Before you lost what you thought was yours forever. I need you to remember who you are. You are my child, fearfully and wonderfully made, set apart for glory, destined for miracles. No demon in hell can erase that. No enemy's gossip can cancel that. What I've blessed cannot be cursed. And today, August 28th, heaven is trembling with anticipation. You're on the edge of a divine encounter, but only if you don't ignore me. You've come so far. Don't give up when you're this close. Don't scroll past this and miss your moment. This isn't just another word, it's the one you've been secretly begging for. You prayed for confirmation. Here it is. You asked me to show you I still care. This is it. You begged me for a sign. This is that sign. I've hidden something holy in this very hour, and I'm calling you to find it. Not everyone will recognize what I'm doing, but if you're still here, it's because you're not part of the 99.999% who walk away. You're the one I've chosen to trust with this revelation. This is not just another message, it's your moment of awakening. You are not just trying to survive. You are rising. You are walking into the answer to prayers you forgot you prayed. Doors you didn't knock on will open. People you never met will bless you. Grace you didn't earn will find you. Because you are favored, protected, and divinely covered by me. You were born for more than pain. More than anxiety. More than silent suffering. You were born to carry my glory. To walk in healing. To bring light to the darkness around you. And nothing, nothing, can stand against the one I've chosen. Not even your own doubts. You say, but I've failed too many times. I say, my mercy is new every morning. You say, but I don't feel strong enough. I say, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You say, but I don't deserve another chance. I say, I've already given it to you. You say, but I'm tired, Lord. And I say, come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. There's no shame here. Only healing. There's no punishment here. Only purpose. I didn't come to condemn you. I came to restore you. And I won't stop until you walk into every promise I've written for your life. Comment 333 to declare that your story is not over. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds, you can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. There's someone watching this right now who thinks they're too broken to be used. You've made mistakes. You've pushed people away. You've doubted me more times than you can count. But listen closely, your scars are not a disqualification. They are proof that you've survived. And I only anoint the ones who've been through the fire. Do you remember when you almost gave up completely? When you thought ending it all would be easier? But look at you now, still breathing, still standing, still chosen. That wasn't luck. That was me. I stepped in even when you didn't ask. I protected you from things you didn't even know were chasing you. And I'm not done yet. If you're still alive, then I still have plans for you. If you're still watching this, then your greatest breakthrough hasn't happened yet. The enemy tried everything to shut you down, but grace had the final word. You are not finished. You are just beginning. This is why I cry today, not because you've disappointed me, but because I love you too deeply to let you walk away from what's coming. There's a shift happening in your favor. I'm rearranging timelines, rerouting delays, and removing people who were silently working against you. I am protecting your purpose with divine force. Stay alert, my child. The blessing is already on the way. But so is the distraction meant to pull you away from me. The enemy knows something is coming, and he wants you to give up just before it arrives. Don't give in. Don't bow to fear. Don't retreat when I've called you to rise. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, and everything is about to unfold, starting now. You're not reading this by mistake. I've been trying to reach your heart for so long. But so many times, you've been too tired, too distracted, too discouraged to listen. Yet even then, I didn't stop loving you. And today, I am calling your name again, not in anger, but in deep, painful love. Because I, your God, know what's about to come into your life if you will only stay with me a little longer. Comment 555 if you believe God still has something powerful planned for you. You may not feel like it, but you are closer than ever to the promise I whispered over your life before you were born. You see the mess, the heartbreak, the unanswered prayers, but I see the unfolding. Everything you thought was delaying you was really protecting you. Everything you thought was rejection was my redirection. And now, I am getting ready to reward your silent obedience. This is not a season of abandonment, it's a season of alignment. I'm aligning your heart to my purpose, your thoughts to my truth, your path to my glory. I've seen how others hurt you. I've seen who walked away. I've seen how people used you when they needed you and ignored you when they didn't. But I never left. I never changed. You've had nights where you cried silently under the blanket so no one would hear. You've had days where you stared at the wall wondering what went wrong. And child, I was there for every second of it. I held you even when you didn't feel me. I listened even when you stopped praying. And now, I am coming to restore what life tried to take from you. You keep waiting for someone to show up and save you. But I already have. I saved you when I gave my son. I saved you when I kept you breathing through nights of anxiety. I saved you when I didn't allow that pain to destroy your mind. And I'm still saving you. Every single day. Comment 1212 if you receive this divine rescue that is already in motion. Your destiny is not in the hands of your enemy. Your future is not controlled by those who betrayed you. Your next season is not decided by your bank balance or the opinions of others. I, the Lord, have written your destiny in my book. No one can steal what I have sealed. What I've prepared for you is not up for debate, it is your birthright. And I'm not waiting until you get it all together to bless you. I'm not holding back until you're perfect. I bless you because you are mine, not because you are flawless. I love you with everlasting love, on your best days and on the days you fail. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not even your own mistakes. You think I've been silent, but I've actually been working. Behind the scenes. In the delays. In the moments you thought nothing was happening. I was removing people who couldn't go where I'm taking you. I was reshaping your heart so it could carry what I'm about to release. Don't rush the process. The pressure is proof that my hand is on you. I know you're tired. I know you feel like giving up. But don't. You've planted too many tears for this not to become a harvest. You've held on too long to stop now. You're just a few breaths away from the moment that will change your life. I promise you this, what's coming is better than what you lost. Comment 777 if you're holding on for that breakthrough I've promised you. I'm sending you divine clarity. You've been confused too long. You've asked me for signs, and I've been giving them, but fear clouded your vision. Today, I am blowing fresh wind on your soul. You will see what you couldn't see before. You will hear my voice more clearly. And you will know without a doubt which way to go. The very thing that almost broke you is the thing I will use to bless you. The storm that nearly destroyed your peace is the same one I'll use to elevate you. You will come out of this not just restored, but refined. Not just healed, but higher. You will shine with a glory that only comes through fire. You were not created to just survive. You were made to reign. You were made to bring my light into darkness. That's why the enemy fought you so hard. That's why life has felt so unfair. That's why you were misunderstood, overlooked, and rejected. Because what you carry terrifies hell. But no matter what rises against you, my hand is still on your life. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I'm about to prove to every doubter that I was with you all along. You won't have to defend yourself. You won't have to explain your pain. I will make it obvious that you are blessed. I will make your name echo with favor. Not because you chased success, but because you stayed faithful when no one was watching. This is not the time to hide. It's the time to rise. You have mourned long enough. You've questioned yourself long enough. You've tolerated less than you deserve long enough. Now I'm calling you into the next level. Step boldly. You are covered. You are called. You are chosen. You may not feel qualified, but I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. And I have called you by name. Before you were in your mother's womb, I formed you and appointed you. There is a heavenly assignment on your life. And nothing, not fear, not failure, not delay, can erase what I have spoken. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly on time for what I'm doing. Everything you went through was part of the divine setup. Even the detours were leading you here. Don't look back in regret, look forward with faith. What's ahead is greater than what's behind. I am still the God who parts seas. I am still the God who breaks chains. I am still the God who heals the sick, raises the dead, and multiplies the little you have into more than enough. I am not distant. I am not absent. I am right here, closer than your breath. And I am not done with your story. You don't even know how many times I saved you while you were sleeping. You weren't awake to see it, but angels were standing over you, fighting battles you didn't even know existed. You think nothing was happening, but that was me, preserving your destiny in silence. Every closed door was my protection. Every delay was my shield. Every rejection was my redirection. Comment 999 if you believe God has been secretly protecting you. I weep today because you've started believing the lie that I forgot you. That I left you behind. But child, how could I ever forget my own creation? You were made in my image. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are my masterpiece. My fingerprints are all over your life, even in the places that look broken. You have felt lost, but you were never abandoned. You have felt forgotten, but you've always been followed by my favor. Even in your darkest nights, my light was still chasing you. Even in the silence, I was speaking through every situation, every feeling, every season. You may not have seen me, but I never looked away from you. Sometimes, I allow silence to grow your sensitivity. Sometimes, I allow pain to prepare your purpose. And even though it's hard to understand, I never allow suffering without the promise of redemption. Not one tear you cried has been overlooked. Not one sigh of exhaustion has gone unnoticed. I've stored your tears in my bottle, and I'm turning them into oil of joy. You are stronger than you think, wiser than you know, and closer to breakthrough than you can imagine. You didn't survive all this just to be left empty. You didn't come this far just to be defeated. I've carried you through the worst, and I'm carrying you into the best. Comment 1010 if you believe your story is shifting toward glory. Stop doubting what I've spoken. Stop watering down your worth because of what others said or did to you. Their opinions are not your identity. Their betrayal is not your prophecy. I am the author of your story, and what I write cannot be erased by human hands. I am still writing the next chapter. And this one will be filled with sudden restoration. I know you feel like you've lost too much. The relationship, the opportunity, the time, the peace. But I promise you this, nothing you've surrendered to me will return empty. I am the God who multiplies. I don't restore things the same, I bring them back better, fuller, stronger. You may have walked through seasons of drought, but the rain is coming. You're entering a chapter of overflow. What you planted in pain, you will harvest in joy. What you waited for in tears, you will receive in peace. Don't focus on how long it took. Focus on what I'm about to do. The blessings you are about to receive will not match the pain you endured, they will far exceed it. I will overwhelm you with goodness. I will surprise you with favor. I will shock you with how fast things shift when I step in. You will not be able to explain it, but you will know it was me. You will say, I don't deserve this. And I will say, that's grace. You will say, how did this happen so fast? And I will say, because you waited. You will say, but why me? And I will say, because you are mine. This is not just restoration, it is divine reward. Comment 15:15 to declare your heart is open to receive divine reward. You've been fighting battles that others can't see. You've been carrying weights that others don't understand. And you've been hoping someone would notice. I noticed. I always noticed. And I never stopped caring. I never stopped watching. I never stopped working behind the scenes. And I never will. When you cried out, Lord, are you even there? I was closer than your breath. When you said, I can't take it anymore, I whispered, just one more step, I've got you. When you felt invisible, I was wrapping my arms around you in silence. That feeling in your heart that kept pushing you forward, that was me. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not broken for needing time to heal. You are not faithless for having moments of doubt. You are human, and I love you in your humanity. I love you in your mess. I love you when you're honest, raw, and vulnerable. I don't need your performance. I just want your heart. My child, please don't skip this moment. Heaven has been building toward this divine collision. You're not reading this for entertainment. You're here because your spirit is being called into alignment. This is more than just comfort, it's a commissioning. I'm inviting you to step into your anointing. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You are not too late. You are not too flawed. You are not too damaged. You are exactly what I designed you to be, and this very moment is saturated with my favor. Don't walk away from what I've prepared. Don't go back to fear. Don't settle for less. I've poured something priceless into your destiny. This is the season where I will show you what the waiting was for. This is the moment I remove the veil and let you see why I made you wait. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And now, I am releasing what eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. Even when you gave up on you, I didn't. Even when you stopped praying, I didn't stop planning. Even when you broke down, I kept building you up in the unseen. That's how deep my love runs for you. That's how committed I am to your life. That's how fiercely I've guarded your future. You may have questioned me. You may have even been angry with me. But I still love you. I still chase you. I still whisper your name in the quiet moments when no one else sees you. I still choose you, again and again. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are to me. You're still here, and that means your spirit is listening. I am speaking now more clearly than ever, because you've reached a crossroads. Everything ahead of you depends on one thing: will you trust me, even though you don't understand me right now? Will you believe I'm still good, even though you don't see the full picture? Because my child, what's coming is so sacred, so life-changing, I don't want you to miss it. Comment 1717 if you trust that something sacred is on the way. The enemy has been trying to convince you that nothing will change. That what you're going through now is how life will always be. That hope is dangerous, and waiting is foolish. But I tell you now with holy certainty, he is a liar. And he's terrified of what will happen when you realize who you truly are and what I've hidden in your tomorrow. You've been in spiritual warfare, not because you're weak, but because you're powerful. You've been under attack, not because you're cursed, but because you're called. Hell doesn't chase the ones who are doing nothing. Hell trembles at the feet of my children who are awakening. And you, my beloved, are awakening. Every season of loneliness had a reason. Every delay had a design. Every disappointment had a divine assignment behind it. I know it hurt. I know you've had to rebuild with broken hands and a bruised heart. But I am the God who brings beauty from ashes. I never let pain be wasted in the lives of my chosen ones. The world tried to convince you that your value is in what you do. But I'm here to remind you, your value is in who you are to me. You are my child. Not because you perform, but because you exist. Not because you're perfect, but because you're mine. And that will never change. You've looked in the mirror and called yourself unworthy. You've looked at your life and called it not enough. But you've been using the wrong standard. You've measured yourself by pain, by silence, by fear, but I measure you by purpose. I see what's still possible. I see the victory on the other side of your valley. Comment Amen if you receive this truth in your spirit. Your name is being whispered in places you haven't entered yet. People are speaking of your gifts, your spirit, your favor, even when you're not in the room. I've already gone before you. I've prepared the heart of the one who will bless you. I've arranged the divine meeting, the sudden breakthrough, the unexpected provision. I cry not because I'm angry, but because I'm desperate for you to know how much I've prepared for you. You've walked through fire, and I didn't let it consume you. You've passed through waters, and I didn't let you drown. Now comes the part where I reveal why it had to happen the way it did. And when you see it, you'll fall on your knees in awe. You've begged me for a breakthrough. And I've been aligning every piece like a holy puzzle. You didn't see the progress because it was buried. You didn't feel the momentum because it was spiritual. But now, the curtain is lifting. The delay is breaking. The blessing is rising. And I need you to stay close to me so you don't miss a single moment. There's still more inside you. More strength. More purpose. More miracles. More healing. And I'm not done releasing what I put inside your soul. You were born for more than just making it day to day. You were born for overflow. You were born for divine encounters. The same God who split the sea will split open your closed doors. The same power that raised my son from the grave is the power I've placed within you. Don't let the world tell you you're powerless. Don't let the enemy convince you it's over. What I began, I will finish. Comment 333 if you believe this is your resurrection season. There will come a day when you look back and say, that was the moment everything changed. And my child, that moment could be now. Right here. Right in this exact breath. Not because you earned it, but because I chose to move. And when I move, nothing can stop what I release. Don't run back to what I already rescued you from. Don't pick up what I told you to lay down. Don't hold on to what I'm removing from your hands. Let go. Let me. Trust that I know what I'm doing, even when your heart is shaking. I will never ask you to release something unless I'm replacing it with something better. The people who left, I saw what you didn't. The door that closed, I knew what was behind it. The opportunity you missed, I knew it wasn't meant for you. Stop punishing yourself for what I removed. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. It was not the end. It was the pivot into your divine beginning. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are entering a time where I will do more in months than what you tried to do in years. I will accelerate what felt stagnant. I will redeem what was stolen. I will repair what was broken. And I will glorify my name through your story. Others will see and say, only God could have done this. I have not forgotten your cries. Not the loud ones. Not the silent ones. Not the whispered ones that came when you were too tired to form words. Every sound from your soul reached me. Every tear watered the ground that is now about to produce harvest. Get ready, abundance is on the way. You are not too late. You are not overlooked. You are not disqualified. You are exactly who I said you are, blessed, appointed, protected, anointed, and unstoppable through my Spirit. All you need to do now is stay faithful, stay listening, and stay in position. You are about to see what happens when heaven interrupts the plans of the enemy. You are about to experience what it means to walk under the shield of divine protection. The attacks have been heavy because the anointing is even heavier. The pain has been deep because the promise is deeper. And though it felt like you were breaking, you've actually been birthing something new. Comment 222 if you believe something new is being birthed in your life. The world around you may look the same, but the atmosphere has shifted. The weight on your shoulders is lifting, not because the problems disappeared, but because I've stepped in with supernatural strength. I am upholding you with my righteous right hand. You are not falling apart. You are being carried. You keep waiting for others to believe in you, but I've already stamped you with approval. My child, the world's acceptance is not required for my will to be done in your life. I have qualified you with my grace. I have endorsed you with my Spirit. You don't need their applause, you already have my promise. I know you've been feeling unseen. But being hidden doesn't mean being forgotten. Sometimes I hide you because the stage isn't ready yet. Sometimes I hold you back because the blessing is still maturing. Just because I haven't revealed it yet doesn't mean I've changed my mind. The delay is not denial. You're not the only one who has questions. Even my son, Jesus, cried out from the cross, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" But even then, I was there. Even when you feel nothing, I am still near. Feelings are fragile, but my truth is unshakable. I said I'd never leave you, and I meant it. Comment Amen if you believe I've never left your side. There are prayers you whispered in the dark that you've already forgotten, but I haven't. I've kept a record of your cries. I've tracked every moment you chose me even when you were hurting. I've watched how you stayed faithful even when your heart was breaking. That kind of loyalty is never overlooked in my kingdom. There are rewards being released that were delayed for a reason. Some blessings needed time. Some breakthroughs needed maturity. Some miracles needed you to walk through fire so you'd never forget who brought you out. And now, I'm giving you the kind of favor that cannot be explained by logic, only by grace. Don't be afraid of what's ahead. Don't fear the next step. Don't worry about how it will all unfold. I go before you. I walk beside you. I surround you. Nothing touches you without first passing through my permission. And if I allowed it, I will use it. You are not being punished, you are being prepared. You are not being abandoned, you are being anointed. You are not losing, you are learning. And every lesson will soon become a testimony that helps someone else rise too. I never waste what you go through. I use every wound, every scar, every ache to build something eternal. Comment 11:11 if you know your scars are turning into stories of victory. Stop apologizing for who you are. Stop shrinking to fit into places I never called you to stay. You've outgrown the season you're still trying to hold on to. Let go with trust. I am taking you to places you didn't even know you were prepared for. And when you arrive, you'll realize why I had to take you the long way. You asked me why I didn't let certain people stay. But I removed them not because they were evil, but because their purpose in your life expired. Some people can only walk with you to the gate, but they can't go through it with you. The next door is too sacred for those who can't see your worth. And what about your dreams? I didn't forget those either. The ones you buried under disappointment. The ones you tucked away when hope started hurting. I remember every one. And I still intend to fulfill them. The vision I placed in your spirit wasn't a mistake. It was a seed, and now it's about to sprout. You've waited. You've cried. You've questioned. But still, you've stayed. And that faith is producing fruit even now. You're going to wake up one morning and feel the shift in the air. You'll see answers unfolding around you. And you'll know it wasn't by your strength, but by my mercy. You'll see how I used the dry seasons to make you thirsty for me. You'll see how I used the silent seasons to sharpen your discernment. You'll see how I used betrayal to build your backbone. Everything is working. Nothing was wasted. And what's coming will make it all worth it. Even now, angels are being dispatched. Even now, my spirit is stirring something inside you that cannot be explained. You feel the shaking because you're standing on holy ground. You feel the pull because your spirit recognizes it's time. I've been waiting for you to cross into this moment. This isn't just inspiration, it's transformation. This isn't just comfort, it's commissioning. I'm not just healing your wounds, I'm calling you into your assignment. There are lives waiting on the other side of your obedience. And I'm preparing you to impact them with my light. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. If you're still here, it means your soul is listening. Don't silence this moment. Don't numb your heart with doubt. Don't say, maybe this is for someone else. It's not. It's for you. Yes, you. The one who almost gave up. The one who cried quietly so no one would worry. The one who kept going anyway. You've been asking me, Lord, when is it going to change? And I've been waiting for this exact moment to tell you, it already has. The shift didn't start when the pain ended. The shift began the moment you refused to quit. The moment you chose to trust me with trembling hands and a tired heart, I started turning it around. Comment Amen if you believe your breakthrough started the moment you chose faith over fear. You didn't need to feel strong for me to move. You didn't need to have it all figured out. You just needed to remain open. Open to my presence. Open to my plan. Open to the possibility that what you see right now isn't the end of your story. Because I am writing something greater, line by line, moment by moment. You're not going to have to chase this blessing. This one is going to chase you. Because what's coming next is not based on your effort, it's based on my promise. You've sowed faithfully, and now you will reap joyfully. It's not reward for perfection, it's reward for persistence. Even when you didn't feel like it, you stayed. Even when no one clapped for you, you kept going. Even when it looked like nothing was changing, you stayed loyal to the call I placed on your life. And now I'm opening a door that no man can shut. I'm sending peace that doesn't make sense. I'm giving clarity where there was only confusion. There are some blessings I had to hold back, not because I didn't want to give them, but because I loved you too much to let them reach you too soon. The weight would have crushed you before. But now you're ready. Now your roots have grown deep enough. Now your faith is strong enough. Comment 10:10 if you believe your faith has prepared you for this next chapter. You've asked for signs. And I've sent them. That dream you had. That word you heard. That gentle tug on your heart you couldn't explain. That was me. You've never been alone in this. Even in the silence, I was guiding you. Even in the wilderness, I was feeding your spirit with hidden manna. I didn't forget you. I was forming you. I was stretching you so you could carry more. I was emptying your hands of things that looked good so I could fill them with what was truly divine. And now, I am getting ready to place something in your life that you will not have room to contain. You've prayed prayers that haven't been answered yet, not because I said no, but because I was saying, not yet. But listen closely now. That not yet is turning into now. The waiting season is ending. The fulfillment season is beginning. And it will happen faster than you expect. You're going to feel a fresh wind of joy again. You're going to wake up without that heaviness sitting on your chest. You're going to smile without faking it. You will look in the mirror and see a child of God rising from the ashes, covered in purpose, walking in favor, and crowned with glory. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not too late to receive what I have prepared. You are still covered. Still chosen. Still surrounded by angels. Still wrapped in grace. And no mistake you've made can cancel the promise I've made over you. Comment 555 if you receive full restoration from the hands of God. I am the God of restoration, but I'm also the God of resurrection. And some things you thought were dead, I'm breathing on them again. Dreams, confidence, relationships, purpose, vision. I'm speaking new life into what looked finished. You are not buried. You are being planted. Soon, the very people who doubted you will come back and ask how it happened. They won't understand how you survived, how you made it, how you overcame. But you will know. You'll point up and say, "It was God. Only God." And that testimony will set others free too. You are stepping into a season of reversal. Where you were last, I'll place you first. Where you were hurt, I'll bring healing. Where you were taken advantage of, I'll bring justice. Where you were ignored, I'll make you seen. And where you cried, you will now laugh with joy. You have walked through hell and didn't even smell like smoke. You stood in the fire and still came out shining. You've lost things that should have broken you, but you're still standing. Why? Because I preserved you. Because I protected you. Because I had plans that required your survival. You are not weak, you are refined. You are not forgotten, you are favored. You are not random, you are royalty. And even now, I am raising you in the presence of those who thought it was over for you. Because what I've placed in you cannot be silenced. You're about to see fruit from places you forgot you planted seed. You're about to receive blessings you didn't even ask for. Because that's who I am. I am the God who gives in overflow. I bless in abundance. I redeem time. And I restore joy. There is something about your story that hell fears. That's why it tried so hard to shut you down. That's why the warfare increased when you were closest to breakthrough. You thought it was just bad luck, but no, it was spiritual. The enemy saw what I was about to release in your life and tried to distract you before you could receive it. Comment 1212 if you know your battle was a sign of coming blessing. I saw every time you questioned if I was even listening. I heard you when you said, "God, why is this happening to me?" And child, I never turned away. I counted every tear. I marked every moment. And now, I'm preparing a response that will silence every doubt in your heart and every lie from the enemy. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. I didn't allow the crushing to destroy you. I allowed it to reveal the oil inside you. You have anointing on your life that can only be discovered through pain. You didn't ask for the battle, but I will use it for glory. And the same fire that tried to burn you will now light the path I've prepared. I'm not just preparing a blessing. I'm preparing you for the blessing. I care more about who you're becoming than what you're receiving. Because a miracle in the wrong hands won't last. So I'm making sure your hands are strong, your heart is ready, and your faith is secure before I release what's next. You've trusted me in silence. You've praised me while bleeding. You've followed me when nothing made sense. And now, I will reward you openly. I will honor your quiet yes. I will lift you up in the presence of those who thought you were finished. Comment 333 to declare that God will reward what was done in silence. Your restoration won't just be personal, it will be visible. The people who said you wouldn't recover will see your resurrection. Not because you want revenge, but because I want glory. Your life will be the evidence that I still restore, still heal, still lift the broken from the ashes. You've been asking, Lord, is it still possible? And I answer you today, yes. Not only is it possible, it is planned. It is written. It is protected. And no delay, no betrayal, no detour can undo what I've destined. If I said it, I will do it. If I started it, I will finish it. You won't have to beg for this next move. You won't have to chase it or prove yourself to earn it. It's already yours. It's been waiting for the right moment to be released. And I am declaring now that moment has come. The wilderness didn't kill you. It grew you. The silence didn't end you. It matured you. The heartbreak didn't destroy you. It refined you. Everything the enemy used to try and break you, I'm now using to bless you. Every loss will be turned into legacy. Comment 1717 if you believe your loss is becoming legacy. You have been carrying pain that no one sees. But I see it. You've been functioning while exhausted. Smiling while empty. Loving others while feeling unloved yourself. But I haven't forgotten you. I've been holding space for your healing. I've been covering you even when you didn't ask. You didn't need to do everything perfectly. You just needed to stay close. And you did. You showed up when it was hard. You held on when it was quiet. And that kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of obedience opens gates of heaven. And those gates are opening right now. I'm sending peace to your home. Clarity to your mind. Strength to your bones. Provision to your hands. And love, real, divine love, to your heart. You will not end this year the way it started. Something is about to shift and it begins now. You'll no longer wonder, is this all there is? Because I'm about to show you more. More life. More beauty. More favor. You've been living in survival mode. But I'm bringing you into supernatural flow. You won't just survive, you will thrive. There's a light about to shine on your name. Not because of your effort, but because of my anointing. I will cause people to see your value. I will draw the right connections to you. I will cause things to align in your favor. Everything that was delayed is coming into motion. Everything that was stolen is being restored. Everything that was broken is being healed. I'm not doing a partial work, I'm doing a full resurrection. A complete restoration. You are standing at the edge of something so sacred, so life-changing, that even heaven is holding its breath. This is the moment I've been preparing you for. Not with loud fanfare, but through silent endurance. This is why I wept today, not because you failed me, but because I love you too much to let you walk past this without understanding what's at stake. Comment 11:11 if you feel something shifting inside your spirit right now. You are not who the world said you are. You are who I created you to be, fearfully and wonderfully made. The enemy tried to distort your reflection, to make you forget the royalty in your blood. But I'm removing the lies. I'm restoring the mirror of heaven in front of your eyes. When you look at yourself now, you will see what I see, my beloved. I don't need you to perform. I don't need you to be perfect. I just need you to receive. Receive the healing I'm sending. Receive the peace I'm pouring. Receive the favor that's flowing. You've fought enough. This is the part where I fight for you. Your enemies are being exposed. Your past is being erased. Your heart is being mended. This is your redemption season. And not even your worst days can cancel what I've commanded to come to life. What I've sealed, no one can steal. Comment 999 if you know God has sealed something powerful for you. You may not feel ready, but you don't have to be. I am. I have always been. I am the God who goes before you, behind you, and beside you. I am the fire by night and the cloud by day. I am your direction, your strength, your supply, your refuge. You are not walking into the unknown alone, you are walking into it with me. You are going to laugh again, not because life gets easier, but because your spirit will no longer be carrying burdens I never asked you to carry. I am lifting the heaviness. I am breaking the cycles. I am closing the wounds that others kept reopening. This is your healing hour. People will ask what changed. They'll notice the light on your face, the freedom in your voice, the calm in your walk. And you will simply say, God stepped in. Not with thunder. Not with lightning. But with overwhelming love and quiet victory. You are not just about to be blessed, you are about to be transformed. You are not just going to receive, you are going to overflow. You are not just recovering, you are rising. And you are rising with wisdom, strength, peace, and fire that no storm can shake. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. Comment 1515 if you know you are not only recovering, but rising. There are angels walking into rooms you haven't entered yet. There is favor being transferred into your name right now. There are people being stirred by my Spirit to pour into your life. Not because you begged, but because I've declared, it's time. The delay was hard, but it was divine. If I had given it earlier, you would have questioned if you earned it. But now you'll know, it was all me. Grace alone. My hand, my plan, my perfect timing. That's why this blessing will come with no sorrow added. There will be no confusion. No guilt. No fear of it being taken. Because what I give, I sustain. What I build, I protect. What I birth, I raise. You will no longer be afraid to be happy. You will no longer sabotage what I've sent. You will finally rest in joy that stays. This is not the end. This is the opening of the chapter I've been preparing since the day you were born. You are going to walk with new purpose. Speak with new authority. Pray with new fire. And live with new boldness. You will no longer be known for your pain. You will be known for your peace. You will no longer be marked by your failures. You will be marked by your favor. Not because you forced it, but because you followed me even when it hurt. And now, I am honoring you for it. Let them wonder how you came back stronger. Let them ask where the change came from. You'll answer with one word, God. I did nothing but believe. I did nothing but stay. And the God of glory did the rest. So breathe now. Breathe deep. Let go of what you're holding on to. There's no more need to carry the old into the new. The time is now. And I, your God, am here. I've cried over you, fought for you, waited on you, and now I will walk with you into everything I promised. You are standing at the edge of something so sacred, so life-changing, that even heaven is holding its breath. This is the moment I've been preparing you for. Not with loud fanfare, but through silent endurance. This is why I wept today, not because you failed me, but because I love you too much to let you walk past this without understanding what's at stake. Comment 1111 if you feel something shifting inside your spirit right now.